Hi, Mom Cooks and Gardens. This morning we're going up to Tractor Supply to pick up some cattle panels and some fencing so that we can make a few new arches, finish off the gates to the garden that's fenced in at the top of the hill, and get the fencing that we'll need to create a barrier in the back to keep deer out. So join us. All right, so we're back from Tractor Supply. We got some of our fencing and we got 3 cattle panels for the garden.
Well said. Leave room for others in the conversation, huh?
All right, here, I'll try it again.
Okay.
So we're back from Tractor Supply. We got ourselves 3 cattle panels that we're going to use to build our gates on our fenced in 20 by 20. And we also bought a roll of 100 foot of that welded wire to make a fence to keep the deer and groundhogs out. So we're going to unload this. So we've unloaded our welded wire right here. This nice big spool is 100 feet, and it's the same wire that we've used to go around our 20 by 20 garden. We're going to use that here in place of that plastic deer fencing we had last year, and hopefully it'll last a lot longer, deter our groundhogs from the bottom, and should be tall enough. It's about this tall, 4 foot, to keep out the deer. And our cattle panels here, we picked up 3 of them. Now they're 16 foot long, so that should be enough that with one panel we can make 2 4-foot fences that are gonna fence off this raised garden from the groundhogs. That way we'll have the welded wire all the way around and a nice rigid panel that I'll be able to swing open to access the walking path. And I believe I'm going to use these, let me tap on this, these posts here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put a cattle panel across there for the beans and peas. And then the last one, we're going to create a secondary arch. So just like these arches go down the center of the garden, I think I'm going to arch one here on the edge of the garden and bring it up and over to this side bed. Now, my thought process here is I plan to garden squash and pumpkins and things like that, but the groundhogs love to nibble them off at the ground. So by using the trellis idea, the pumpkins and squash will be safely inside of our garden fencing, and then as they grow, will grow vertically. That way they won't take up too much space inside the garden, but they'll grow along the arch, and basically we'll have hanging pumpkins. And that should keep them safe and out of reach of the groundhog. That's if everything goes as planned. But just because it's winter, we don't stop thinking about gardening, and neither should you. So join us this spring as we get all of these up and in place, and looking forward to sharing the growing season with you. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.